So we've been talking a lot about the holidays, but we haven't touched much on New Year's. And all over Delmarva, there are lots of different festivities to get into on New Year's Eve. We have the crab drop, the horseshoe drop, ball drops, and even a muskrat drop.
Yeah, it's safe to say we have a lot of fun with our traditions here on Delmarva. And today we're going to dive a little deeper into what some might see as odd, but here we just see it as Delmarva, the Midnight Muskrat Dive.
And here to talk to us a little more about that is Carrie Samus from Main Street Princess Anne. Welcome, Carrie. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks so much for having us here.
All right.
Me and my muskrats.
You brought some friends along.
Yeah.
All right. You need to explain this to me.
Right?
The muskrat dive.
It's tricky. So about 5 years ago, a couple of folks in town, Dennis Williams and Ben Alder and some other folks in Princess Anne, decided to do something quirky for New Year's Eve, right? You have all the traditional ball drops and that sort of thing. Well, Somerset County, we're known for Smith Island cakes and our beautiful marshes, and those marshes are filled with muskrats. So we had some taxidermy muskrats, and this one on the table is Marshall Muskrat. He is the official muskrat that is dropped on New Year's Eve. He actually zip lines down Somerset Avenue, which is a pretty fantastic thing. Last year it was one of the top 14 quirky New Year's Eve things to do on CNN.
I'm excited that you pointed out that it's not a real muskrat, because I had this vision of you, like maybe a little muskrat with the parachute and you just toss them off a building, but okay, good, we're good.
It's a taxidermy muskrat.
So are these actually the ones?
This is the one that actually, this is the fancy guy for New Year's Eve, Marshall, and you can see he's got a little cape on and a little top hat, so he's very festive for the new year. Yeah, that's the one.
And so this has been going on for, what you said, 5 years now?
Mm-hmm.
And it's we hope for it to just continue to go. And how's the turnout? Get a good amount of people come out to see this?
Yeah, and we're definitely hundreds of folks have come out to see this, and we're hoping for even more this year. We're planning a lot of new activities, so it's very family friendly. We're gonna have children's activities like a bouncy house, face painting with glow face paint, all sorts of things going on downtown. And then at midnight there will be a toast, but it will be sparkling cider so that children can enjoy that too. However, the Washington Inn and Tavern, which just reopened in Princess Anne, is also going to be hosting folks there, and they will have food available and drinks available as well, adult beverages too. So there's a little something for everyone. And that night they're launching a new menu item, and it is their Eastern Shore game and muskrat pie.
You answered my next question. I was going to ask if muskrat was on the menu.
Muskrat will be on the menu that evening, and then for the remainder of the winter. So it's pretty exciting. You know, as I said, the marshes around here are filled with muskrats, and there's a long history of hunting and trapping them, and people use their fur and people eat the meat. So there are a lot of restaurants and local families who enjoy muskrat stew and muskrat pie and that sort of thing, and now you'll be able to taste a little bit of it at the Washington Inn and Tavern as well.
It's a Delmarva staple.
It is.
And I didn't know that before I moved down here, and I went muskrat trapping once, and so that was my first experience with muskrats. Now I think this is something I got to experience.
Did you ever eat it?
You should.
I never tried one.
You can come. We could probably make arrangements for you the week before.
Have you? Have you ever had it?
I've had it.
What's it taste like? Tastes like muskrat.
It tastes like muskrat. You just gotta try it.
Right.
But it's good. I mean, it's not bad. It's good.
Yeah.
So there you go. Now we know you might be doing New Year's Eve. Okay, so let's go over the details.
Yeah. So it's New Year's Eve from 9 to midnight, and it's a free event, so a community event. We'd love to have all kinds of folks coming out that evening. And like I said, lots of activities for children and families. We'll have music and dancing and, you know, all of those typical kind of New Year's Eve things. What's atypical, of course, is the muskrat dropping. So that's pretty good stuff. And the streets are closed down that evening, so you can mill about and have fun and enjoy all the festivities.
Well, thank you so much for coming in to tell us about this awesome, very unique Delmarva. It's a tradition now.
It's fantastic.
Thank you, Marshall.
Thank you for your sacrifice. Thank you for that.
I think he's a little camera shy there. Just kind of froze up on us.
Kind of freezes up.
All right.